into the mission, I had a benign brain cancer called a blastoma. The eye doctor was actually located, and then they ended up sending me to St. Francis South, then on to Hillcrest South, and then on to the main Hillcrest Hospital. So I woke up one morning about 10 o'clock expecting to go get eyeglasses, and then I never really came home. It was kind of a bad deal. They were able to successfully remove the blastoma, but there were some side effects affecting my walking, eyesight. So I was in pretty rough shape. I was unconscious for almost a month. Pretty rough. So I was in the hospital for almost 3 months, and then also in a 6-month rehab following that. So I was really unable to work for almost 9 months. So we're talking about post-surgery. A year ago February, they removed this blastoma. I'm unable to walk at that point, really. They color code your socks, so I had red socks on, which means you can't get out of bed without the assistance of a nurse. Pretty embarrassing, really. And so, I've been able to walk since then. That's one of several miracles. So it's just the fact that I was walking when Pastor Ron found me in itself was a miracle. Kind of a neat story. He was standing behind me in Quick Trip and heard me make a phone call. Turned around after I got done hanging up the phone, and Pastor Ron was there. He's the one that invited me to the mission. Actually bought me a bus ticket that day and got me here. The mission provided me, for one, a place, and it's provided me food to get back on my feet. And more than that, it's provided me with a sense of purpose, and it has revived my faith tremendously, which is the biggest thing. I'm excited that it was the mission that came to help, and that it really gave my faith a new fire. There's been all kinds of amazing things happen, including the eyesight. So I was pretty much colorblind when I got here. In the last few months, we've seen a return of color. I give God all the credit on that. My faith has been restored to John 3:16 because of the actions of the people involved, just to see how much they care and what they're willing to put in.
And they all care so much at John 3:16 mission, and that is Aaron's story, Stephen Whitaker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to shout out to Pastor Ron, who's passed away a few months ago, was our chaplain at the mission, but he's representative of a crew of people at the mission who do wonderful work, and his legacy lives on as the chaplain at the mission. And you can see he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to take note. He didn't have to pay attention. He was probably at the end of a shift and had every right to go home and mind his business and work again tomorrow, because he does great things every day. But he took initiative when he heard there was an opportunity, and that's what we like to see in our people. They're true pastors and about their work. This will preach all day long because Aaron talks about being somewhat blind and then seeing again, and God did heal him.
Was physically
he was blind. Physically blind and healed again, and it was through his doctors, which happens a lot. But it's an amazing story where he came to the mission like the Good Samaritan. He got to get well. He was injured. He was sick, and he got to get well and get healthy. So it takes a place that's safe and warm, and the lights are on to do that, and it takes your support to do that. I want to mention real quick before I pass off to Katie, our donating page has a crypto option now, which is really fancy.
I was going to say fancy.
You can do stock options there if you want to give that way.
Fantastic.
And support the mission. And I also want to shout out a couple of our matches, because we're about to kick off in the next 5 minutes or so a double match.
I'm excited about this.
So A-Best Roofing and Travers Mahan are both kicking in to give us a double match until that money runs out.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, so we're asking everybody to jump on now, because now you buy one, you get two.
Buy one, that's $2.32. That is food and care for one person. Now that's 3 people.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yep, goes a long way.
Oh,
Okay.
man. And so you heard in Aaron's life, not only do you get fed, but you are introduced to Jesus Christ, and that's where the true change comes in. So, yeah, now with this match, oh, wow, this is perfect. Okay, here's how you do it. My mind's just going, and crypto? Okay, all right.
And crypto too.
Crypto too.
That's right.
All right, KXOJ.com. You can get more information. And the texting thing is going really good today,
Yeah.
so it's super easy.
Thank you for that. Join
and if you
in.
don't have time to finish the text, but you don't want to forget, they'll send you a reminder.
That's right.
So text KXOJ. Here's the number, 50155. That's a text, not a call. And the keyword when they ask you is KXOJ. Let me do that one more time. Text KXOJ to 50155.